the different rooms that we actually usually use, their locations are being defined over here. Bedroom, it should be uh, aligned along northwest, west, or southwest, so that actually in the evening the western breeze comes in. Kitchen in the eastern side, northeastern side, so that the daylight comes in. Dining once again north northeast. North side is actually a cooler side, so north light actually is very soothing. In that case, dining space uh, could be placed. Uh, Living room could be in that place. Drawing room is living room. So southeast actually light and southern actually sunlight in the winter. It is good. So these are the mm, actually sites that are being preferred. Study once again should be in the northern side, northwest. So it is cool, etc. Storage once again we require cool, and balconies in the west for the breeze to enter, etc. Coming to the drawing sheet sizes are tabulated over here. A0 is the biggest one, so 0.9 meter by 1 point, nearly 1.2 meter. Since they are actually defined in feet, so that so actually in meters, they are actually not very regular numbers. So half of this is A1, half of this is A2, half of this is A3, half of this is A4, and then half of A4 is A5. So keep on filling and you get each size. Now, actually, if we use the full sheet, we are not using in this year. In that case, the layout of the entire screen is shown over here. So this is at the bottom right, nameplate, and then on the eastern, sorry, lower left, this is actually the plan area. Above that, this is the elevation. So if you can see, means this is actually the nameplate with different kinds of nameplate. The leftmost one means this one to the left. Actually, this is the most detailed one. And if you see here, these are the notes. As Professor SNM sir was telling, many notes are required, and actually there are revisions that take place. Means after inspection, drawings may need to be changed. So these revisions are noted over here. So this is the most detailed nameplate we use actually. So that is that. Now coming to how we try to build or plan the things. For just a minute. So so coming here, so concentrate firstly on the left figure. So here what I did is, sorry, coming to the right side. Here, this one. So here we assumed the plot size 16.5 meters into 15 meters. So it has been converted into square feet and then kata, etc. Dividing by this 3.28 squared and then 720 square feet makes a kata. So this is my plot, and then stair. Actually, what happens is that this is the tread size. Tread size means the horizontal part on which you can leave your feet. So there is one error. Actually, this should be 10. Means we have 20 stairs. So 1.157 is in millimeters. So 10 steps. I will show you the computations later. So we assumed that we will be making a bedroom of 4 meters by 3.5 meters carpet area. Carpet area means the area that we walk upon. Okay, and excluding the walls. And then say living dining kind of thing. So we plan to have something like 3.5 meters into 5 meters. 3.5 meters means the first dimension is along the writing. So this is 4 meters, this is 3.5 meters. Likewise, this is 3.5 meters, this is 5 meters. And then garage, since it is written in the perpendicular direction, so this is 5, this is 3. Stairs, this is 5, this is 2.5. Toilet, 2 meters this way, 1.5 meters this way. Kitchen is 2.75 into 2. Then this is 2, this is 1.5, etc. So say these are the basic things that we want to use. I made a scale like this. So 1 centimeter means if I used to, if I prefer to use 1:100 scale. So 1 meter, I divided each into 5 divisions, so 200 millimeters each. Now, say I started by placing a bed here. Bed here, why? Because this is southern side, this is eastern side. So light and winter sun, they will actually enlighten this building, or there is a veranda in the west of this thing. So air will enter through this. So this is a preferred bedroom space. So another part, as I wrote actually north and east, we try to arrange one bedroom over here. So in between, say we use 2 toilets, right? So one could be attached, which is the master bedroom, and another toilet will be common to the open space we have over here. So from living, dining, or from study, or from kitchen, you can access the second toilet. So here, 1 bedroom, another bedroom, in between there are 2 toilets. To this we add study. Study, the preferred side is north because diffused light comes from north. Kitchen is once again hot space. So if I place it in the north, then it is cooler. Stair is placed over here. So what I tried is to build a rectangular area. Means we want to fill this with a rectangle. And then actually, if the road is in the south, in that case, the access to the garage is from this side. So we place the garage over here. So this initially we think of as a layout. And so the vacant places, they will be filled in by the walls, and then additional space we can extend or enlarge whatever minimum basic dimensions we preferred. So we can extend them. So now, this sheet, actually I was searching for this. This came in the back. As I told you, actually the habitable room, 1 habitable room if you have, then it should have minimum 9.5 square meters with a minimum width of 8 feet, 2.4 meter. If you use 2 habitable rooms, then one should be 9.5 minimum, and then the second will be 7.5 meters square. Minimum width remains 8 feet. Kitchen, if you use only single kitchen, then this is 4.5 meters and minimum width is 1 meter. If you use kitchen and storeroom in one space, then it should be 5.5 meters, and minimum width once again is 1.8 meters. 1.8 meters is nearly 6 feet. Kitchen plus dining, 9.5 meters square. This is actually recommendation either from, this is from TCPO. So TCPO is Town and Country Planning Organization, I told yesterday and last day. So that is this thing. Bathroom, if I have a minimum area, that is 1.8 meters square. So this is one preferred size, 1.5 meter into 1.2. Then wash closet. Wash closet is just toilet. Minimum dimensions is 1.1 meters square. If you want to combine, that is 2.8 meters, and width is 1.2 meter. Mezzanine floor I discussed last day, so that should be 9.5 meters square minimum. And this is actually repetition of fact I actually told you. Now, this is actually the figures that we initially thought of that we will be doing. But single line diagrams of this thing actually pose some kind of problem, because once you try to draw it in two lines for wall, then placing the door becomes difficult. So how to open your door, how to place your windows, that requires actually a double line drawing. Double line means you accommodate the wall thickness. So we try to do that thing. Say here, initially we have kept a front clearance, whatever you want, means probably 1.2 meter was the thought over, and here you place your first wall. So we will be drawing with say pencils. So a center line is shown, and if it is modular brick, then it is 200 millimeters. If it is conventional brick, it is 250 millimeters, or nearly 10 inches. Right. So this is your carpet area, 4.5 into 3.5. Now put the right side wall, so this vertical wall. Then try to close this room. So another wall. This could be a load bearing wall or a partition wall. So once again, I kept all the dimensions as this 200 or 250, whatever. Instead, you can use 125 millimeters or 100 millimeters, or even 75 millimeters, 3 inches. So, but since it is a load bearing wall, better to keep same dimensions. Now here I place the toilet, again wall, then toilet, wall, then the bedroom was there, right? This bedroom. Now this wall comes in. So all these walls, actually I'm just repeating, copying, pasting the walls. So center line of the wall, and then this two lines, top and bottom of the thing. Now, this wall actually closes this bedroom. Mind you, I didn't draw the doors or windows. So now I close the bottom bedroom. Actually, this bedroom is rotated, means here this is 4, here this is something, actually probably this dimension, this was 4 into 3.5, but somehow this actually got rewritten. So this is actually, this wall continued. So we can erase those things. Place the study, then again the wall, then kitchen, then again wall, then the stair, and then wall, and place the garage somewhere here. The right side of the garage wall is here. This is the closure for the veranda. So veranda is somewhere here, and now means the remaining place is now free. So what we can plan is we can extend the toilet such that you can enter this bedroom or this bedroom through the remaining wall. So clearance for entry to the bedroom should be there. That way we can extend the toilet. Oh, the wall closure for the study was not given, so I put it over there. Now, what we can do is we can shift the stair outward, because this is a closed part. We will be adding windows here. We can add window over here. We can keep it open also, but this actually has little access to external wall. So we shift the stair upward. So what happens is that the half landing goes aerial. And now we can add a window over here. You can see what we can do also. Say this, there is a garage over here. So garage height is something like 2.1 meters. and the plinth of the garage will be lower. So here we can provide, say, windows beyond your lintel level, between the ceiling and the lintel, so that light can enter. And if it is flexible, then here too can enter. So now, this is the closure for the stair, because we extended stair backward. So we can now extend the kitchen actually, so that the study and the kitchen have same lengths. Toilet is extended, the next toilet is extended. The remaining part is your living dining kind of thing. So you now have a double line drawing for the walls, and this part is living dining. So you can arrange, rearrange those things. Actually, it is very essential that you put your or place your furnitures so that you can see what is the circulation space required. Means you will be walking from kitchen to bedroom, study to bedroom, kitchen to toilet, bedroom to this bedroom, veranda to this bedroom, whatever. Means whatever kind of flows you can think of, you try to think those and then place your furnitures. Means there will be a dining room, dining table, there will be some sofa set kind of thing. So all those things. Okay. So this is one basic plan. Probably we will require a beam over here, a beam over here, a beam over here, so that, because this is quite a large open space, so beams could be placed. So those are shown in this dotted lines. Because actually what we do is, initially we assume that we are taking a section from the sill level. So whatever is there below the sill level, you will be drawing in firm lines. Whatever is above that sill level, we will be showing in dotted lines. So, omit the graph sheet. Okay. Hiding these extra lines. And this is another plan. We can use a garage. Actually, I showed you yesterday the other slide, actually the last slide, that was constructed after the classes. This was there actually. Here we used or placed the doors. So from this is open garage, you can enter through this thing. One very important thing is that this level and this level, they should be at same heights. So means while you open the door and enter, you don't have a foot barrier. Or say coming out from your room, you don't have a vertical drop in the stairs. So relatively bigger space than a stair is in same horizon, right? And this is a single lift door, so a door open like this. This is a double lift door which opens, because actually what happens is that if you use a single lift here, it will protrude much more length and disturb the flow. So here we can use a double lift door, single lift door over here. These gray things, they are shelves. So this is kitchen, open kitchen, means living and kitchen and dining, they are all open spaces. So this is actually the kitchen top. And this is the sink. Here you can have a wall almirah kind of things. Here, all those places you can use your wall almirah. This is toilet, bedroom, toilet, and then balcony. This is stair. So from open stairs, you enter into the balcony, enter into your room. So unless you draw a double line figure for the walls, one thing that will happen is you will encroach the open spaces specified. So actually here I used 1.3 meters, and at the back probably something like 3.2 meters, and here 1.3 meters. So keep some open space remaining, because corporation people, they will fight with you. So keeping 100-200 millimeters extra will be helping, because you can grow your garden over here. So keeping open space is always helpful. It allows more light to come into your building. So this is your building. And now this is what is the trench plan. Trench plan means you have to put your foundation. So you have to dig into a hole. So this width you are digging, and then you have your wall like this. So this is your trench plan, right? So here, all those things. So probably there will be a wall like this. So these are the construction lines. Means this dotted line shows through which you will be digging. Now what is required is, through the center lines that I showed in the previous slide, from this center line to this center line, you should be hanging a thread. So you have a peg somewhere here, peg somewhere here. Within your premises, point number one is that inside your premises, but beyond the cut lines. So a peg over here, a peg over here, and you tie a thread, so you get your center line. You can use your plumb bob to drop that inside the trench also. Okay. So for all lines, you actually need those pegs neatly pegged in, and you can find your center lines when there are actually trenches instead of the flat land. So this is one key plan drawing. Actually, this is taken from somewhere, so I didn't modify the scales, whatever was there. It is just copied and pasted over here. North line should be always in the vertical direction, vertically upward direction. Once again, means there is a lag between the mouse movement. This is another location plan. Means this is actually your plot located in the say some plan area of the locality. This could be another kind of thing when you have a bigger project. So where you keep your scaffolds. Scaffolds are the fixations to build your shuttering. So raw timbers, all those things, waste materials, scaffold, prepared scaffold, they should be stored somewhere, place for water, all those things. So all those things could be shown in the project if it is a larger one. So now here, this is actually a very basic trench plan. And here, what is there inside the trench is being shown. So 75 means 3-inch is brick flat soling. Over there is PCC, plain cement concrete. So that is nearly 150 millimeters. Then the brickwork studs. So from steps gradually tapering, we built the this thing. This is beyond. This is GL means ground level, and this is plinth level where we work about. So this goes up. From there we put a DPC. DPC is damp-proof course, so that the moisture doesn't travel upward through the walls. And here inside you have modam or silver sand kind of thing, rubbles or rammed earth. Then there is a brick soling. Then there is a PCC, and then this is IPS. IPS is Indian pattern stone flooring. And then there is a knit cement or tiles, whatever it means. It could be marble tiles or otherwise vitreous tiles kind of thing that creates your floor, and then the load bearing walls. This is actually a bit incomplete. This is partition walls. So the thickness you can see, this is 125, and naturally this width is low. Actually, I forgot to put the lateral dimensions. So this is a bit incomplete. So sir can speak. Yes, sir. This is the elevation, or rather sectional elevation through a wall. The foundations, the plinth, materials that remain below the plinth. All those things are shown. Here, the BPC, this is actually door, then sunset. This is something called a lintel. The lintel is a reinforced concrete structure. Then above that, once again steel. Then the roof finish. This is parapet and coping. And some basic drawings means the plan. Elevation probably is animated over here. This is your elevation from the front. Then section. The floor plan is there here, and then this is the site arrangement. Get over here, roads. So this is something. And another floor plus, then this is your trench plan. Area calculations are, as was telling, area calculations, plinth area, then schedule of window, all those things should go in one sheet. So that is there. And one important thing is that since this is a big plan area, you should compute the diagonals so as to cross-check that your verticals and horizontal lines over here, they are mutually perpendicular. So that is done by using the diagonal length. Okay. The thing that I was telling is given over here probably means here you see that if I want to place even a double leaf door over here, that will encroach the movement from kitchen to this passage. So this kitchen was extended and the door came over here so that the door opens somewhere here and you can easily flow. So door is a big problem while you develop your plan. So actually draw in double lines and try to think of the door where it will be there, whether the door is encroaching human flow. That is necessary while you make your plan. And here some definitions are being shown regarding your stair. This is the handrail. This is something called balusters, the vertical members connecting the stairs to the handrails. This is something called newel post. The bottommost stair could be extended. This is called a curtail stele. This is actually, this line is called the soffit of a slab, and this thickness, actually there is a reinforced concrete slab over here. This could be built of brick or maybe cast, means RC, whatever. So this slab is called a waste slab. So this is soffit of the waste slab, and this, as I told, it could be built of brick or could be reinforced concrete. This is something called line of nosing. You see over here there is a protrusion which is called the nosing. Means if you use this nosing, what happens is that the footrest or the tread is extended, so you have a better foot grip. So this nosing is given, and this nosing could be at the most 1 inch, 25 millimeters. And therefore this angle is called the pitch. If the pitch is lower, you are more comfortable, not you, but your father, mother, grandfather, grandmother, they will be feeling more comfortable. So a better, lower pitch is better. Right? And this is one run. So, or one flight or one run. Trade depth, when you compute, is included in nosing. So whatever you have this in horizontal dimensions plus this extension, they combine to form the trade length. So this is an isometric view of this thing, not isometric, kind of perspective view of the stairs. And here the reinforcements of stairs are being shown. So actually, since the entire thing is loaded from top, it will try to sag, right? So in continuity, there is a bottom reinforcement because concrete is weak in tension. So steels are being added to concrete so that the concrete part that takes compression and steel shares the tension. So bottom reinforcement is there. But here some hogging moment comes in. So there is a top reinforcement over here, top reinforcement over here, and near the supports. And one thing is missing over here. You actually must know that there is a reinforcement requirement like this one, right? Because this is some kind of knee, and whoever has studied biology knows probably of the bone in your knee, which is called patella. So this is acting like a patella, right? So detail of these things, SNM sir will be telling probably. Some reinforcement detail is already given over here. This reinforcement, actually, they should be 0.3 XL. This is L, not XL. This is 0.3 into L, and this is 0.15 into L. And these are actually distributor steels. Noted that the distribution steels at the top is below the main reinforcement over here, whereas here the main reinforcement is at the bottom. Top reinforcements are at the top of this thing, the main reinforcement. So top reinforcement goes up, and the distribution steels are below. Bottom reinforcement is below. The distribution steels are above those things. So another flight. This is from ground to half landing, and then half landing to say first floor, and then this is repeated. And here you see, if you are using a concrete, full concrete stair, means this nosing part of thing, then additional reinforcements are provided over here so that you can cast this thing intact. Okay, so actually this came in. I don't want to discuss it right now, but this is also required when you are preparing the working drawing, the electrical layout drawing. This somehow I missed something. The chairs I have missed. স্যার এটা নিয়ে বলবেন এসএনএম স্যার?
কোনটা?
এই যে
সেপটিক ট্যাঙ্ক।
হ্যাঁ, আপনি বলবেন না পরে বলবো?
পরে বলে দেওয়া যাবে।
আচ্ছা, পরে বলে দেওয়া যাবে। ওকে,
বেসিক লেআউটটা
হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে। তাহলে পরে এখন যদি শ্রেয়সী ওইটা দিয়ে দেন,
আমার যেটা মনে হচ্ছে যে ওদের একটা প্রবলেম শিট দিয়ে দাও, আর মানে ওরা দিয়ে দেবে। গত বছরে ও বোধহয় ওটা করেছিল ওরা, এটা একটা প্রবলেম শিট দিয়ে দিক এবং সেটা দেখে ওরা শুরু করুক। অ্যাটলিস্ট দে শুড প্রিপেয়ার দি প্ল্যান and elevation they should draw it. I think it is a single storied building, so there will be no first floor.
Okay, so in that case there is no staircase also. Probably there could be staircase.
Staircase you can put for accessibility. Staircase they should I think otherwise
আরেকটা জিনিস মানে বলে দেওয়া যেতে পারে Actually, I would like to ask a question to the students. How do you maintain this gap, means between the bottom reinforcement and the top reinforcement? You can see that there is a gap. How this gap is maintained?
মানে
Any
কভার
idea? No, cover না, মানে এই যে bottom reinforcement and top reinforcement, how the cover টা হচ্ছে এটা,
ওটা কভার প্লেট দেয় এবং বা চেয়ার দিয়ে দেয়।
হ্যাঁ চেয়ার দিয়ে দেয়।
চেয়ারটা
I
এখন
think this is the I will just try to draw this thing. So here what we use
কে বলছিলেন?
some kind of block of
হ্যাঁ বলুন।
mortar. Hey, mute yourself.
হ্যাঁ, আপনি আপনি কাগজে নোট করুন, নোট করে বলুন যে as per his advice এইটা করা হয়েছে, this may be noted.
কি আমি বুঝতে পারলাম না।
হ্যাঁ, ওটা করে দিন।
এটা তো
কি হলো?
কথা বলছেন।
হ্যাঁ,
ওই পিকেজি স্যার কথা বলছেন।
ঠিক আছে,
কথা বলুন বা অন্য
Actually, মানে ঘটনাটা হচ্ছে সেটাই।
ঠিক আছে, হবে, ঠিক আছে, একটা
আরে প্রফেসর ঘোষ, আমি এই ক্লাসের মধ্যে
Mute
এভাবে
করুন।
বললে মুশকিল, ইজ ভেরি ডিফিকাল্ট টু আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড। ইউ জাস্ট মিউট ইট অর ইউ ক্যান গো সামওয়্যার এলস, তারপরে কথা বলো। আচ্ছা, ওকে, হ্যাঁ বলো।
So
ওকে, হ্যাঁ,
actually
কভার প্লেট অর চেয়ার, হ্যাঁ।
on the shuttering you can use a blocks kind of thing, so that the gap between the bottom of the slab and this reinforcement is maintained. So one block here, that actually keeps the reinforcement in place. And here between this reinforcement and this reinforcement, we draw or we place something which is called a chair, and the chair actually looks like this. This is horizontal. I draw it in inclined I'm drawing the perspective kind of thing, or sorry, isometric kind of thing. So this is in elevation, this is looking like this. So this and this, then this bends to the left, whereas this bends to the right. Okay, so this is, it can stand of its own. So this is placed over the reinforcements, and the dot bars over here, they will be running. So on the dot bars means the distribution still, right? Over the distribution still, this will be running, and once again the reinforcements are running this way. So this is your bottom reinforcement, then the distribution steel, this leg will be resting on this thing, then it goes vertically upward, travels horizontally, comes down, and then is moving once again horizontally in the other direction. Means if this is in the left, this is in the right. So this is what it's called a chair reinforcement. On the chair reinforcement, the top reinforcement is being placed.
Chair reinforcement may be either U shape or it may be Z shape. It's a Z shape or U shape. So that it can be fastened. The bottom and top layer may be fastened with the wires and threads, so that it will be in a position, proper position. So that proper positioning of the reinforcement and proper layout of the reinforcement. So that is why the chairs are provided, and these blocks which are provided at the bottom of the slab, that is called a spacer. This spacer may be concrete cube, it may be sometimes some steel cubes or steel flats are also there for making the proper alignment of the reinforcement. ঠিক আছে, বলো।
আর তো কিছু বলার নেই স্যার, হয়ে গেছে তো। মানে we have covered
একটা এখানে বলার আছে, I do not know, everybody cannot understand Bengali, na, is it?
Should be.
The students are not understanding Bengali also. Some are not.
Yes sir.
हाँ?
Yes, not understand Bengali.
हाँ, तो हिंदी तुम समझ सकते हैं, okay? अच्छा, you just one thing. There is a very crucial point that is called, I should say, that door and window schedule. So door and window schedule, Professor AGN has already told that very important factor, that the doors and windows are provided for horizontal movement and also for the security purpose and also for the proper circulation of air and light. Now, what would be the minimum size? Suppose room is there and you have to go inside the room and you have to come to from the room outside, then what should be the minimum dimension of the doors and windows? That is very important because you have to place it. In the plan, you have to place it, the rooms, the doors and windows. So, minimum for bedroom and big room, living room, minimum size of the minimum width of the door would be 1 meter. Normally 1 to 1.1 meter would be the width of the doors. So accordingly, now Professor Aegean has shown one drawing where he has shown the how to make the double line of the walls. Now the double line of the walls, when you are showing the double lines, then you have to see that your dimension should be fixed in such a way that because you see there are some toilets blocks are there, washing area blocks are there. So there, if you put your wall lines in the bathroom toilet area with your bedroom or some other rooms, then you have to get the minimum clearance. So minimum clearance would be 1 meter or 1.1 meter because you have to provide frames. Because sometimes if you have almirah, if you have bed, cots, then you may not get access to the room with this bedroom or furnitures because the furniture may hit your doors and windows and you cannot enter. So that is why a minimum clearance of 1 meter or 1.1 meter you should keep it, including the frame. Now the door consists of frame, shutter and hinges, and naturally there should be minimum gap. So the frames are normally 75 by 75 minimum, but it should be better if you can provide 100 millimeter by 100 millimeter. So the 100 millimeter by 100 millimeter, if it is there, then you will have 200 millimeter will go, or 75, 150 millimeter will go, and it will be subtracted from your wall area. So naturally, your width of the door will be more. So that is important. So, and windows, you should place window to the direction of the south, direction of the east, and if it is not possible, you have to provide it in the northern side also, and try to see that there will be some cross ventilation between the two windows. So in that way, you have to put the windows. And these windows size also very important. Window size, if it is a single window, then for all bedroom, you should keep one width of the one window would be 1 meter. 1 meter is the minimum. And if you put the double window, then it will be naturally 2 meter. But for bathroom and toilet, their width of the doors and window will be reduced. So for doors, for accessibility, minimum will be 750. Doors, minimum 750 for your toilet and bathroom portion. And width of the window will be 600. It will start from 600 and you can go up to say 750. So in this way, you can think of in the kitchen area, 1 meter will be also because gas movement, stove movement and other things will movement, it is required slightly more. So there will be, yes, nicely pointed out, Professor Aegean has pointed out, this is the frame. You see, this is the frame, and this frame, the width will be round about 100 to 150, but normally 100 is sufficient, and these also 100 or 75. So this is the door frames, and in between door frames there is a slot. This is the cover, this is a louver, and here actually the shutter is placed. This is the shutter. This is the shutter. So the shutter is all of say from 25 to 40 millimeter thickness, depending on your serviceability of the room. But normally it is 35 millimeter thickness. And this is, you see, this will play either it's a 2-lip system or it's a single-lip system. And this gap, this is the extreme end, left-hand side and extreme right-hand side. These gaps would be round about 1 meter or 1.1 meter, considering the door frames. So these these openings, this is totally known as door openings. So when you are planning a wall, so walls are 4 sides and one side would be your door. So that gap you should maintain. Now you see, up to the plinth level, the doors will be there. Up to the plinth level, remember and remind it that the walls should be constructed up to plinth level for in the door portion. Otherwise, the walls will be again extended towards the vertical directions. So this will be your 1 meter or 1.1 meter, 1.2 meter. Sometimes it may be, if it's a front doors or if it is a entrance doors, it may be slightly more, 1.2 meter. And then you have to also show the leaves. These leaves will indicate that in which way it is opening. That means if it's a double leaf system, then you have to put the quadrant sections. That is the circle of is a circular pattern. You have to give a circular pattern leaf system, and then we can understand that it is whether it is a two-way leaf or single leaf, and that is there. And then window, the normal height of the door is about 2 to 2.2 meter. 2.2 to 2.2 meter. So normally 2.1 meter. So 2.1 meter from your plinth level. Understand? From the plinth level. So from the plinth level, it will be 2.1 meter. If you just consider fixed 2.1 meter, then this 2.1 meter is the bottom of the lintel. Bottom of the lintel. So now what you have to consider. So the doors is up to 2.1 meter and your window will be at the sill level. Professor AGN has told that sill level. So sill level normally from the plinth level 600 to 900 millimeter. The depth of the ceiling or the height of the ceiling from the plinth 600 to 900 millimeter. So you can keep it 750 millimeter or you can keep it 800 millimeter. No no harm of that. And your height of the lintel is 2.1 meter. So if the height of the lintel is 2.1 meter, then what will be the height of the window? What will be the height of the window? The height of the window from sill level or from the plinth level, it is, if it is a 800, suppose 800 millimeter is deducted. So then it will be 1300. So it will be 1300 will be your depth of the window. So window depth normally, that means from the sill level up to the lintel level, it will be from 1200 to 1400. Normally this is the height of the window, and the width of the window 1000 to 1200 millimeter dimension, or sometimes it's a double window, then it will be 2 meter. Okay, but for bathroom and other places, there the window width will be less and height of the window will be from 600 to 750. Sometimes instead of a regular window in the bathroom area, toilet area, that portion, you can put some grill window. So standard sash you can also put, louver you can put also the fan light sort of thing. Various types of designs are there, but you can consider now for your a small window like that. In the kitchen, window should be slightly more. That means 1000 to 1200 should be more, so that the air and other things may come. But normally, due to this space crunching, you can also put 750. So, but below 750, you should not put any kind of window in the kitchen. So in the kitchen, width of the window will be from 750 to 1000. Height will be the same. Height will be the 1200 to 1400 from the sill level. Sill will be from 800 to 900 millimeter. So this is the more or less the dimension of the doors and windows. And in the staircase portion, you cannot put it a blank, because in the staircase the both sunlight and air also will come. There you have to put it in the mid landing section. You have to put some vertical windows. So these windows may be of the same dimension, 1 meter, 1000 by say 1500, something like that. That kind of window you can put, or you can put a sash. In the sash, that will be sash means here that is the frame, iron frame will be there, and you can put the on the top of the iron frame some glass sheets, glass pans. So these glass pans and the window, the steel window, that makes a round about say 1000 millimeter width and up to say 2000 millimeter elevation, this height of the window, and that may extend from the plinth of the hub landing section. If it is a hub landing, is say somewhere here, somewhere say 1.5 meter from the bottom, then you have to put some 600 to 750 millimeter sill level at the place of your hub landing portion, and then you have to place the window sash. This window sash goes up to the bottom level of the beams. If the structural beams are there, or in the walls, somewhere at the top of the slabs, first floor slabs, there you have that up to that portion it will be extended. Up to that portion it is extended. So this window sash. And so doors and windows, it is given up to you what to put. We are giving you a dimension, single line diagram. See, from single line diagram, you have to develop the double line diagram, double line wall thickness, and on the partition wall and main walls. Then you have to put some dotted line for beam to show the beams locations and beams center line. Then after drawing this plan, you have to provide doors, windows at respective places, and then you have to show it. That so that portion we are leaving it up to you. That we are not giving any stress, that we are not selecting any suitable dimension or place to your drawing, that where to be located, what would be the size. That is up to you. That is up to you. So after this, putting this all doors and windows, here you see that the doors, windows, everything is given. This is you see lips. This is lips. I cannot show it because it is not in my control. But this is the lips. This is the single lips or double lips, depending on the place. These are the lips. The lips actually indicates that in which way it is opening, in which direction it is opening. So that is important. So we can understand by seeing the drawing that in which direction it is opening. And now here you see, here I think it is a bedroom, no? Is it?
The bedroom.
It is a bedroom. So in the bedroom also, in the bedroom I think it is what is the here closet? It's a bathroom, I think. It is a bathroom, I think. It is a bathroom.
No, here this
Sir, looks like a closet, sir.
This is closet. This is laundry.
You see,
This is toilet.
It is, you see, wash basin. This is wash basin.
This is basin.
This is washing basin. This is, you see, there is a tap here. That is a shower tap. So the shower area. So shower area should be slightly raised or slightly down, depending on the type of bathroom. This is the closet. Closet means here, actually it is a toilet previous. And this is the wash basin. These are all, this is another urinal or closets are there. This is another janitor system is there. That means it's a common to your basin. So this is the bathroom layout. Now, when you are drawing architecture plan, so you see, when you are considering as a civil engineer, and the civil engineer is the subordinate of architect, because the architects, they will draw the plan, elevation, everything, and accordingly the civil engineer duty is to make necessary structural arrangement. All the kind of structural arrangement. Structural arrangement, the masonry structures, that means brick structure or the stone structure, that is also structures. Or frame structure, where you have to locate the beams, columns, foundation, etc. But the architects will basically, they will make the necessary plans, elevation, etc., arrangements of furnitures, etc. Here you see nicely it has been presented where the different type of furnitures are there. Somewhere it is a dining table, somewhere is a fridge, and other places, living room, there will be some sofa cum bed, or many things are there. So in the bathroom also, similar fittings you have to also provide. Now one thing is important, while doing all this thing, if I go to the roof level, roof level এ যাওয়ার অবকাশ হবে? আচ্ছা, আমি এটাই আগে করে দিই আর কি। ফার্নিচার দেখো এখানে লেখা আছে যে ট্রাই ফার্নিচার প্লেসমেন্ট এন্ড ফোরসি সার্কুলেশন। Why it is important? You see, we are not actually giving importance all this item. Now rooms are there. You just think of it. Now room is there. So room has been constructed. Room is there. This is your room. This is your room. Some 3.5 meter, 4 meter rooms are dimensions are there. Now you have to place your cot. You have to place your bed. How you will place your bed? Where you will place your bed? So the bed, if you want to place your bed in such a way that there must be some natural circulation. অরূপ ঠিকই আছে, অরূপ ঠিকই করেছে। Now this is your bed, say this is your cot. Professor AGN is showing the cot. Now you see there are two windows are there. Side by side two windows are there. But here you see the most important thing is that you see windows are there, but there is no circulation. There is no natural circulation. So there must be some window in this place or other in the other side. So in the opposite side, so this side there should have been one window, so that there will be some circulation of the air and light. So it is not there, but I do not know where from it has been taken. So that is why it was required there. But there must be some windows here. Here windows are there. Here windows are there. Here doors are there. Here beds are there. Now, if you want to put some almari, if you want to put some almira, where to put it? So necessary dimension will be there. What is the size of the almirah? That also you have to know. So at least say 1 meter width or say 1.2 meter width would be say round about that. So that dimension you have to fix it. Or sometimes you said some dressing table or some other furniture you have to put. So dimension of that particular furniture and what to place and whether that dimension is there or not, that has to be important. Otherwise, what will be there? You cannot move. You cannot circulate within the room. Only thing cot will be there. You have to take your food by sitting on the top of the bed. So that is important. And also sometime nowadays built up almirah is also there. That is known as alcove. So this alcove sometimes is put in some constructed area. So instead of putting a wooden or say steel almirah, they are putting into concrete almirah. So that arrangement also should be there. Thank you very much. কোথায় গেল আবার ওটা?
যাচ্ছি ওইখানে চেয়ারটা আছে। Chair is there.
Chair, you see almost the I section, Z section or say L section is this is the chair elevation, Z section or T section or horizontal bars. These are the sections. Alcave-টা কি দেখাবে একটু?
Alcave দেখাচ্ছি, মানে অ্যাকচুয়ালি খুব ডিটেইলে নেই।
না ঠিক আছে না থাকলে কোনো প্রবলেম নেই, না থাকলে কোনো
স্পেসটার মধ্যে এই পরের ছবিটার মধ্যে আছে।
What I would like to say, the student
এই যে এখানে মানে
ভাই আমি শুনতে পাচ্ছি না, প্লিজ মিউট ইট। কে বলছো? কে কথা? হ্যালো, কে কথা বলছো?
এটা আমার পাশে আরেকজন ক্লাস নিচ্ছে।
ও আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, ওকে।
আমি মিউট করছি তারপরে সুবিধা।
না তোমাকে মিউট করার দরকার নেই, তুমি তো দেখাচ্ছ, আমার অসুবিধা হবে তাহলে।
না
I'm just telling to student, you see, student, please listen to me. I have told Professor AGN has described in through figures and drawing everything. I'm just adding 2 or 3 points, that after making your plan with double line, you have to place your doors and window logically. Where to put? Location and site. Location is, you see, you have to put it in such a way that one should enter in the bedroom. You see here the bedroom is given. So here it is shown that this is the door area. This is the door. Now, if in your building nothing has been shown, then where to put it? You cannot go here. You cannot go to backspace to enter your bedroom. So you have to put it here. But here toilet block is also there. Now between the toilet block and here is the wall, there should be minimum dimension free so that you can enter. So if you want to enter here, so there must be some minimum space available. Now when the minimum space is available, he is showing with the pointer, You see, just you look at this position, the door position. Just you look at this door position where the doors have been located. Whether it is a single leaf or double leaf, that is a separate thing. First, initially, you have to think
this is single leaf. This is double leaf.
This is double leaf. So
Leaf,
here you
this is single leaf.
first I want to say that it is the area. What would be the size of the doors? So size of the doors for main building, or for main rooms, you have to put minimum of 1000 millimeter. So this is important. So 1000 to 1100. That means 1100 to 1100. That will be your minimum width of the doors for bedrooms. Now, here, how to place the door? How to place? Whether it will be in the middle portion or at the end or at side. Now, when you are putting your doors, then it must be fixed. How the doors will be fixed? The doors are fixed with the frame. Doors are fixed with the frame, and in the frame there are some fasteners. There are some fasteners through the angle fastener. They are fixed with the walls. So there must be some kind of gap between the main walls and as well as your doors. There must be some gap. Here you see, if you put some doors, then there are some gaps are there. And now I was talking about your almirah position. So almirah is either you can take ready-made almirah, that is steel almirah or wooden almirah. There some size is there, or you can put it by making some alcove. That in itself you can do it, and in that place also you can make some alcove. So that portion is important, but because this portion will occupy some effective area of the room, so that is why sometimes it is projected. Sometimes the alcove is projected here. Some cantilever projection may be there for putting your almirah. Sometimes it is not. Sometimes it is within your area. So that thing you have to understand, or that thing you have to keep in your mind. Similarly, when the bedroom is over, now you have to come to the kitchen room. In the kitchen room, what are the things are there? Everyone, you are going to your kitchen, you know your kitchen very well. So if you look through your personal kitchen, you will find gas stoves are there, or some other chullis are there, and then you will get some slabs, say kitchen slabs, cooking slabs. So some slabs will be there. So these slabs will be more or less about say 450 to 600. If the kitchen size is small, so 450 will be the maximum. 450 will be the width of the slab. Now, if the slab is 450, then what would be its length? So length will be round about 1500 to 2000 millimeter. The length. Sometimes it is slightly more or less also. And at the end of the slabs, you will have some fastening wash basin or sink where you can wash your utensils and other things there. So this is integrated system. This is built up section where you can put your utensil trap, that means sink, as well as your slabs, cooking slabs, and there must be some area for putting your gas. So that dimension you have to fix it from your actual things. What will be the size of your oven? So oven size would be how much? Can you tell anybody? Devasmita Boiddo, je chilo CR. কোথায় চলে গেছে?
Sir, half foot by 1.5 foot.
1.5 foot. Your oven size. If it is a double window, double gas stoves. कितना होगा? Adil Ahmed speaking.
Yes, sir.
बोलो.
Sir, 1 feet by 3 feet.
Yes, sir.
1 feet से थोड़ा सा कम बेसी हो सकता है. ठीक है.
Really 450.
लंबा
1.3 or something like that.
4 फुट है. कितना बनाएगा ऐसे?
ऐसे 2 फुट बाय 1 फुट होना चाहिए डबल गैस स्टोव.
अच्छा, लड़की लोग कोई नहीं है? वोमेन कोई नहीं है? वोमेन कोई नहीं है? गर्ल्स स्टूडेंट नहीं है? देखो বলো তুমি রান্না করে কোনদিন গেছো জীবনে?
হ্যাঁ গেছি।
বলো দেখি একটা একটা গ্যাস স্টোভের সাইজ কত হয় দেখো, আন্দাজে বলো, আমি একটু আধটু কম হলে কোনো অসুবিধা হবে না, বলো
স্যার এক
বলো
ফিট
তুমি।
মতো, এক
হ্যাঁ?
ফিট মতো,
এক
1
feet?
ফিট, জানি না আমি,
একটা গ্যাস স্টোভের সাইজ
জানি না।
জানো না? তাহলে খাও তো, রান্না করেছো কোনোদিন?
না
না, রান্নাও করনি, বাইরে থেকে আসে বা মা বাবারা মা রান্না করে দিচ্ছে, তাহলে কি করে হবে? এগুলো তো জানতে হবে। তুমি একটা ইঞ্জিনিয়ার হচ্ছে, দেখো আমি তোমাকে এক একটা পয়েন্ট ধরাবো, দেখবে তোমাকে বলে নয়, সবাইকে ক্লাসের সবাইকেই বলছি, দেখবে যে তোমাদের নলেজটা কত পুয়ার, এবং এই নলেজ থেকেই কিন্তু তোমার প্ল্যানিংটা হবে। স্যার তো খুব নাইসলি বলে দিয়েছে, আমি হয়তো পারতাম না, কিন্তু ওয়ান থিং হচ্ছে কি, ফ্রম ইয়োর দিস নলেজ অ্যাকচুয়ালি প্ল্যানিং হ্যাজ টু স্টার্ট। সো গ্যাস স্টোভ উইল বি গ্যাস স্টোভ। বলো, কে বলছো বলো।
স্যার 30 সেন্টিমিটার বাই 120 সেন্টিমিটার ওরকম কিছু একটা।
120 সেন্টিমিটার মানে 4 ইঞ্চি। গ্যাসের একটা সাইজ হচ্ছে 4 ইঞ্চি। কড়ার সাইজ কত? থালার সাইজ কত?
না না স্যার অত না, এখন 60 হবে, 60 সেন্টিমিটার।
দেখো আন্দাজে বলো না, তোমার নাম কি? আমি তো বুঝতে পারছি না কে বলছো।
শ্রেয়া।
শ্রেয়া, বলো শ্রেয়া, বলো তুমি একটা গ্যাস স্টোভের সাইজ বলো কত?
স্যার দেখুন, দুটো বড় স্কেল গুলো 30 সেন্টিমিটার হয়, তো ওরকম দুটো বড় স্কেল তো হবেই, মানে যদি মাপি তাহলে 60 সেন্টিমিটার হওয়ার কথা, আর এদিকটা 30 সেন্টিমিটার।
দুপুর আর কোনো গ্যাপ নেই, শুধু কি ওভেনটাই আছে, আর কোনো গ্যাপ থাকে না? রাউন্ড অ্যাবাউট 350, রাউন্ড অ্যাবাউট আজকে গিয়ে মাপবে ঘরে, আর তুমি তো ঘরেই আছো, ঘরে গিয়ে মেপে এসো। 350 by 500 or something like more, so round about say 750, like that, 750, 800. So if that thing is there, then how you will put your gas pipe? Gas cylinder is there, so and from this gas cylinder you have to put some pipe, and then you have to make some hole, and within the hole you have to insert your pipe, and then you have to join it, connect it to your gas, and so some dimension will be there. Do you understand? কোনো রেসপন্সই নেই, আমি কি বুঝবো, তোমরা বুঝছো না বুঝছো না?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, I understand.
Yes, sir.
So are you
মোটামুটি
understanding?
সিলিন্ডার রাখার জন্য 1 ফিট বাই 1 ফিটের একটা স্কোয়ার ধরে নেওয়া যেতে পারে।
হ্যাঁ, তারপর আর কি রাখতে হতে পারে? গ্যাস লাইটার ইজ দেয়ার।
Yes, sir.
তারপরে বাসন গুলো রাখার একটু জায়গা সাইডে।
কত জিনিস দেখো, ছোট ছোট কত জিনিস তোমাকে চিন্তা করতে হয় প্ল্যানিং এ, এতদিন মাথায় ঘামাওনি। সো গ্যাস স্টোভ, লাইটার, gas cylinder, keeping all this thing, and then accordingly you have to make your slab, kitchen slab, that how you have to make it. Now in the some kitchen slab, some below this kitchen slab, somebody is using some place or making some shelves so that they can keep some materials, either raw materials or say closed materials or say container, everything. So this will give you, direct you that what should be the dimension of this slab. Understand what I wanted to tell?
Sir, L-shaped slab should be there for keeping utensils also.
Utensils. So according to your necessary, according to your requirement, you have to put your slabs. But normally, so minimum dimension of the slab will be round about 450, because 300 to 350 will be your stove, gas stove or some stove width, and then there will be some clearance. So this clearance make it so round about 450. If you can put 500, no problem. So this will be your first is the slab dimension, and then length according to your lengthwise dimension, and there also you have to put some sink and doors, and then also you have to put the window according to the placing of your oven. Okay, so এটা গেল kitchen. Now from kitchen, bedroom is now over, kitchen is there. Now we have to come to the toilet and bathroom. Bathroom area, Professor AGN has shown that you have to place depending on your budget, depending upon your economy.
স্যার একটা কোশ্চেন ছিল।
বলো।
স্যার ওই
when you are asking question, You just ask the name because you see, I do not know anybody. I cannot.
তীর্থপ্রিয় মজুমদার স্যার।
বলো।
স্যার ওখানে যে মাস্টার বেডরুমটা ছিল ওটার যে মানে বাথরুমের যে ডোরটা স্যার ওটা মানে বাথরুমের মাঝখানে না হয়ে একটা কর্নারে হলে বেটার হতো না?
সেটা তোমাদের খুশি, সেটা কোনো অসুবিধে কিছু নেই, সেটা তোমাদের অ্যাকর্ডিং টু ইওর লাইকিংস। আইদার তোমরা মাঝখানে দিতে পারো অথবা একটা সাইডে দিতে পারো।
মাঝখানে দিলে শাওয়ার রাখার জায়গা মানে
কি মাঝখানে শাওয়ার রাখার জায়গা
মানে ডোরটা যদি তার মাঝখানে দিই।
হ্যাঁ কি বলছো আর শুনতে পাচ্ছি, একটু জোরে বলো।
বলছি তোমার ফাংশনালিটি ওয়াইজ বসাতে হবে, মানে অ্যাকচুয়ালি ঘটনাটা হচ্ছে যে দরজাটা যদি তুমি একটা সাইডে রাখো, ইন দ্যাট কেস দরজাটা স্পেস এনক্রোচ করে না, মানে স্পেস নষ্ট হয় না। আর তুমি যদি সেন্টার দিয়ে দাও তাহলে দরজাটা বাথরুমের মধ্যে তুমি ভাবো যে এটা মানে এরকম পারপেন্ডিকুলার হয়ে দরজাটা খুলে আছে। হ্যাঁ, মানে দরজার যেটা পেছনের জায়গাটা সেই জায়গাটা তুমি মানে ইউটিলাইজ করা যেটা সেটা মানে বেডরুমে ওখানটায় কিছু একটা রাখা যায়, কিন্তু এখানে তো মানে টয়লেটের মধ্যে তার কিছু ফিক্সচার সেরকম ভাবে রাখতে হবে না তুমি। তো সেইখানে দরজাটা মানে যখন খুলছে তখন দেওয়ালে গিয়ে খোলাটাই বেটার।
ওকে স্যার।
You see, you just look your, I do not know, may be provided or may not be provided. You just see or you just look the back portion of the door window lips. There some blockers are there. You will see some blocks. You will some blocks. Why the blocks are given? Because it should not hit directly to your walls. Walls will be damaged otherwise. So that is why some blocks have been given. Now, whatever you have said, that whether you will put your doors in the middle portion of the washroom or you will put in one side of the room, that is your choice. But you have to see where the location of your basin. Now, in the bathroom, there are many fittings, many kind of fittings may be there. Sometimes there may be some urinal, there may be some commode, Indian pattern. So Indian pattern windows may be there. The Indian pattern closet may be there, or say European pattern, or say combined, anything is there. There also you have to know the size. What is the standard size of these commodes? That means the previous. Okay, closet. Otherwise, you cannot fix up your dimension of the bathroom. Similarly, what is the size of the wash basins? Now, wash basins are also of the various types. If you go to the very sophisticated hotels, say 5-star hotel, 3-star hotel, 4-star hotel, you will find that the bathroom toilet is a very, very sophisticated areas. There are also curtains are also there. So the curtains are mainly made for the showering of your body. So that place is a separate space. It's dividing space is there. We are not considering that kind of sophistication. We are only considering a medium size or medium economy building. So there must be one closet. If it is a joint, if it is a combined bathroom, then one closet will be there, one shower will be there, one tap will be there along with your shower, and one wash basin may be there with your handrails and with your mirrors. So everything, every dimension you must know that what are the sizes of the mirror, what is the sizes of the different fixture, different faucets. It is known as different faucets. So different faucets, according to their sizes, your fixity will be there. And also at the same time, there may be some movement space. অনেক বাথরুমে গিয়ে দেখা গেছে যে you cannot move it. আমি অনেক বাথরুম দেখেছি যে সুন্দর সুন্দর বিল্ডিং করেছে, তারপর দেখা যাচ্ছে ওয়াটার ক্লোজেট বসিয়েছে, মানে টয়লেট হিসেবে দরজা বন্ধ করা যাচ্ছে না। দরজা এমন ভাবে সে দরজা ফিক্সিং করেছে যে সাইজ নেই, যখন সে দরজাটা টানতে যাচ্ছে দেখছে সেখানে হিট করে যাচ্ছে। সো এইরকম বিল্ডিং করলে তো হবে না, ইউ হ্যাভ টু নো ইট। অ্যান্ড অলসো দি ফ্লোরস, জল যাতে পাস করে, আদারওয়াইজ জল অ্যাকুমুলেট করে যাবে বাথরুমে। সো নাহানি ট্র্যাপ অর sink traps, that location also you have to specify that where is the position of the trap, where is the position of the nahani trap or sink trap or the float traps, where the all water should go there. So accordingly you have to maintain the slope of the floats. এইগুলোও কিন্তু আছে, এগুলো কিন্তু তোমাদের ভাবতে হবে প্ল্যানিং এর সময়। সো অ্যাকর্ডিংলি ইউ হ্যাভ টু মেড ইট। অনেক সময় দেখা গেছে যে বাথরুম বা ওয়াশ এরিয়া কেউ স্নান করছে, দ্যাট মিনস দে শাওয়ারিং, টেকিং বাথ, and water is coming inside the room. Why the water is coming inside the room? Because of the faulty planning. Because the this door location is such that immediately after the door the shower is there. So that thing also you should look into the matter. So that the water should not come. Now within the bathroom area there are some vertical plastering which is known as dado, D-A-D-O, dado. Dado is from the bathroom toilet floors up to the level of certain level. Maybe it's a window level, maybe it's a window sill level, or maybe say up to say lintel level. So that dado portion must be very fine. That means solid. That means it may be consist of, or it may be constructed of tiles. So these tiles are known as either it may be mosaic tiles, or it may be say floor tiles, or it may be ceramic tiles, or it may be glazed tiles also. So that thing also you can put it so that water must not enter or water must not accumulate within the wall surfaces. Otherwise the wall will be made damp. So that thing also you have to consider what should be the height. Accordingly you have to place your windows and doors. Your windows. So this is the bathroom area. So bathroom area, Professor Aegean has already told that 1.2 to 1.4 meter, that should be the width of the bathroom, and the length of the bathrooms maybe from 1.6, 1.8 to 2 meter or 2.2 meter, like that. But it may be small. Jodi, if you want to put some bathtub, if somebody wants to put some bathtub, so this dimension will not hold good. So there also you have to provide a big bathroom. But normal for in our house it is not being provided. কেউ আছে যাদের বাড়িতে বড় লোক পয়সা পয়সা আছে, তারা বাড়িতে হয়তো বাথটব বসাতে পারে, but this bathtub is not essential, and in your building, in your planning, bathtub is not provided. So if you put some bathtub, acha, one thing again I am just telling, যদিও তোমাদের বাড়িতে কারো আছে কিনা আমি জানি না, whether you have seen or not any bathtub, what should be the size of the bathtub?
Sir, minimum 10 foot by 12 foot.
Bathtub এর সাইজ বলেছি, bathtub.
Oh,
Sir,
bathtub.
5 feet by 3 feet.
হ্যাঁ
3 foot.
5 feet by 3 feet.
Sir, 5 feet by 2 feet. 8
foot
by
2 feet
what is
6 foot by 3 feet.
স্যার একটা লোক যাতে থাকতে পারে 6 ফুটের বেশি।
2 cross 6 বা 2 cross 7।
হ্যাঁ বলো না, মানে মিটারে বলো বা ফিটে বলো, এনিথিং। কে বলছো?
2 ফুট বাই 7 ফুট। কৌস্তব বলছি। কৌস্তব বল।
তোর বুকের ছাতি কত বলো তো, সাইজ কত বলো তো, জামার সাইজ বা ছাতির সাইজ কত জানো, বলতে পারবে?
কত সেন্টিমিটার এগুলো?
হ্যাঁ সেন্টিমিটারই বলো না।
40 সেন্টিমিটার।
40 centimeter, right? Very well. 40 centimeter. So 40 centimeter means round about 1 meter. তাই কি? না 40 centimeter 1 meter. আমি ভুল বলছি। 40 centimeter means actually how much it is? Around about 2 feet, not 2 feet, say one and a half feet.
31 ফুট।
হ্যাঁ, তো 1.5 feet, তাই তো? 1.5 ফিটের একটু বেশি, তাই তো?
না স্যার।
আচ্ছা এবার দেখো, তুমি যদি উল্টে যাও, মানে তুমি যদি মনে করো একটু 5 ফিটতে চাও, তাহলে কিরকম সাইজ লাগবে? কম লাগবে না বেশি লাগবে?
তো ওজনই ওটা 2 ফিট মতো উইথ করলে তো হয়ে যাবে।
2 ফিট মতন হয়, 2 ফিটের মতন হয় না, 2 ফিটের থেকে একটু কম হয়। 2 ফিট হলে স্ট্রাকচারাল অ্যারেঞ্জমেন্ট, ধরো এটাও তো একটা মেটেরিয়ালস, তো বাথটাবটা কিসের হয়? পোর্সেলিনের হয়, সেরামিকের হয়, পলিথিনের হয়, তারপরে রেনফোর্স পলিথিন হয়, অনেক রকমের হয়। এবার যখন এটা হয় তার একটা স্ট্রাকচারাল বাকলনেস আছে, তার একটা স্ট্রাকচারাল সাইজ আছে। জল যদি পড়ে সে তো ফেটেও যেতে পারে, সেই জন্য তার একটা মিনিমাম সাইজ আছে, এবং সেই সাইজটা ডিটারমিন করা হয় ইউরোপিয়ান কান্ট্রির লোকেদের চেহারা একরকম, তাদের উপরে একটা, ইন্ডিয়ানদের জন্য একরকম। নর্মালি ইট ইজ, যেটা তুমি বলেছো ঠিকই বলেছো, 2 ফিটের কাছাকাছি, 1.5 ফুট থেকে 2 ফিটের মতন হয়। আর লম্বায় হয় মোটামুটি আমাদের দেশের যা অবস্থা তাতে ইটস এ রাউন্ড অ্যাবাউট সে 5.5 ফুট থেকে 6 ফুটের মতন হয়। ওকে, তো ইফ দিস ইজ দেয়ার, তাহলে সাইজটা কিভাবে আসবে, সাইজটা কিভাবে হবে বলো?
তো ওটা হচ্ছে ওই 5.5 বা 6, আর এটার জন্য 1.8 ফিট মতো 1.5 ফিট উইথটা।
হ্যাঁ, তাহলে এইটা বাথটাব বসাতে হবে, বাথটাবের সঙ্গে ট্যাপ বসাতে হবে এবং ক্লিয়ারেন্স রাখতে হবে, তার সঙ্গে তোমার ওয়াশ বেসিন থাকবে। সুতরাং বাথটাব এরিয়া যেখানে যেখানে রয়েছে, অর্থাৎ বাথ, ইফ ইট ইজ এ বাথটাব ফেসিলিটি within the wash area or within the toilet area, the dimension will be more. So dimension will be come round about 3 meter almost, and width will be also slightly more. So it will be say round about say 1.6 meter or so. So this type of bathroom we are not considering in your this building, but you should know it. Okay, তুমি যখন কোনো জায়গায় বড় বড়, আমি যখন ফার্স্ট জীবনে কাজ করতে গেছিলাম, মার্টিন বান বলে একটা কোম্পানি ছিল এখানে। সো দি মার্টিন বান দে ডিজাইন the Grand Hotel. At that time, the Grand Hotel, তোমরা গেছো কিনা জানি না, in the Esplanade area, Grand Hotel is there. This is also 5-star hotel, and I was actually the trainee engineer of that particular hotel. I did not know about the different bathroom areas, staircase area, flooring areas, balcony areas of 5-star hotel. So naturally, I was in a mess. So I understand, I learned many things from that particular project, that what would be the size of different amenities or facilities. Okay, so this also you have to know it in course of time. এখন হয়তো পাচ্ছ না, দরকারও নেই, only just I have mentioned. So toilet হয়ে গেল, কিচেন হয়ে গেল, রুম হয়ে গেল, বারান্দা। নাও বারান্দা, ইউ সি, বারান্দা তো তোমাদের অনেক রকম বারান্দা আছে। একটা হচ্ছে যেটা ওয়ান বারান্দা ইজ দেয়ার অ্যাট দি গ্রাউন্ড লেভেল বারান্দা, that is a different thing, and the first floor and other floor level baranda. Now in the baranda, generally the baranda is normally they are saying as a balcony. Normally, if it is a open-ended, that means if there is no roof on the top of the projected portion. But if it is a covered, then it is also known as baranda. So in baranda area, the minimum dimension of the baranda is 1 meter width, and length will be depending on your room size or other places. But normally the minimum dimension will be 1 meter. 1 meter er kome hobe na. And now some portion grill baranda is there. How to locate or how to show the grills? How to show the grills? What are grills actually? Grills are these mesh of certain iron flats, crossways iron flats. There may be some design flats also, steel structures, design steel flats. স্টিল ফ্ল্যাট গুলো ডিজাইন করে রাখা হয় অনেক জায়গায়, গ্রিল গুলো এইভাবে ডিজাইন করে করা হয়। দ্যাট ইজ আই এম নট টকিং অ্যাবাউট। সো ইউ হ্যাভ টু পুট সাম গ্রিলস, গ্রিল আর প্রোটেকশন, মোস্টলি ফর প্রোটেকশনস। So that also you have to show in your building, that how, whether it's a grills are there or not. In the plan, you will just mention that this is the grill baranda. People will understand that one grill is there. Similarly, from the entrance, if your entrance is through your staircase, below the staircase, then you can put one collapsible gate. So that there also you mention that is steel gates, collapsible gate, wooden doors like that. Then people will understand from your plan, because you see, drawing is our eye of the engineers. Drawing is actually eye of engineers. Drawing is the language of the engineers. So from the drawing itself, everything is understandable, that what is there. So that is for baranda, kitchen. Now toilet is over, room is over. Now the common space, circulation space, that may be living come dining, or sometime dining come kitchen, or living dining come kitchen. All this area is a common circulation space. Now in the common circular space, the common circulation space, the size will be minimum 2.5 meter. Minimum would be 2.5 meter. Length may be whatever the area available, whatever the dimension available, you can put it, and you can adjust along with this your kitchen, living and dining. If you consider only the dining area, কেউ মাটিতে খেতে বসো নাকি টেবিলে বসো? কোথায় বসো? ডাইনিং টেবিলে বলো, টেবিলে বসো, মাটিতেই বসে খাও?
ডাইনিং টেবিল স্যার।
Floor.
Dining table বসে খাও। What is the size of the dining table? বলো, somebody should tell. যারা already told, I am not asking to them, but other student, just tell me that they are using.
Sir, 5 feet by 3 feet.
5 feet by 3 feet, এর থেকে বড় হয় কিনা ছোট হয়? ঠিক আছে, তুমি যে সাইজটা বলেছো, আই এম জাস্ট টেকিং, অ্যাকসেপ্টিং। ওকে, আই এম অ্যাকসেপ্টিং।
Sir, 200 centimeter to 100 centimeter.
200 centimeter. 200 centimeter means actually 2 meter, na? 200
Yes, sir.
centimeter means 2 meter. Okay.
2 meter.
2 meter by কত বললে? কত বললে বলো?
1 meter, sir.
1 meter. 1 meter is slightly less. If it is a 2 meter, then it will be some 1.2 meter or something like that. ঠিক আছে, okay, 1 meter by 2 meter I am accepting, or say 5 feet, that means 1.5 to 1.6 meter depending on the size of the room. It is okay, it is okay, no problem. Okay, now if you put this thing, then you have to circulate, you have to move around. তা না হলে দেখা যাবে একজন কেউ খাবার দিচ্ছে আর অন্যদিকে হাত পাচ্ছে না, আবার সে ঘুরে ঘুরে যেতে হচ্ছে। Your chairs will be there, chair movement will be there. So how the dimensions are coming, I think you are able to understand. Very difficult, এই online system, it is a very difficult to make you understand. I'm trying just. Okay, so I think you are understanding that how the dimensions are coming for a room. So dining room, you place your dining table approximately, say 1.5 meter by 1 meter, or say 2 meter by 1.1 meter, something like that. So now you have to also put your chairs. Chairs is not in the entry position. Chair will be in your sitting position. That means when you are sitting, say 4 persons are sitting, 2, or say another 2, that means 6 persons, or 4 person is sitting. How much area will be required? So this area, and also there will be some gap between your chair, the backspace of the chair, as well as the walls. So accordingly, you have to make the dimensions. So that dimension will be something like that. And in the dining table, in the dining area, maybe nothing is required. Sometimes some people are placing refrigerators, some other utensils, furnitures, say aquarium, many things, the flower vase, flower basket, or say flower tubs are also there, so they can put it. So accordingly, if you want to dress it properly, the dining area, so minimum dimension will be something around 2.4 meter by 3 meter, 2.4 meter by 3 meter. But you can reduce it to some extent. So minimum dimension will be 1.8 meter into 2.4 meter. That will be the dining area. Sitting area, this is not a conference place, so you need not require. Some guest may come, some outsider may come, they may enter, they may sit down there. So naturally there will be some space, say round about, say 1.5 meter by 2 meter will be the space. Maybe some tables will be there, maybe some sofa will be there. Accordingly, you have to make this common area, that is the living cum dining. But one thing is important here: everywhere, every room, every common space, you must put some kind of circulation area. Circulation area is very important. Circulation area. So some movement area you should make it. So for movement, how much area will be required? बोलो, तुम तो हाटाहाटी करो, you walk it. कितना जगह का जरूरत है तुमको मूवमेंट करने के लिए? बोलो. Any
2
student?
feet, sir.
हाँ?
2 feet.
2 feet.
Yes.
2 feet में तुम घूम सकते हैं सब कुछ जगह में?
नहीं सर, गैलरी डिपेंड करবে।
तुम बोलो जो तुम्हारा पैर का क्या साइज है? तुम अगर रिवॉल्व करेगा तो कितना जरूरत है?
2 to 3 feet, sir. 3 feet almost.
3 feet, ठीक है, 3 feet मान लेता हूँ ऐसे।
ডিপেন্ড করবে কি মানে?
হ্যাঁ, সেটাই আমি শুনতে চেয়েছিলাম। আমি তোমাদের ওই ইন্টেলিজেন্সি গুলোটাকে আমি এক্সামিন করছিলাম আর কি, যে হাউ মাচ ইউ নো। ইয়েস, ডিপেন্ডিং অন দি এরিয়া এন্ড ডিপেন্ডিং অন দি মুভমেন্ট। তুমি হয়তো গা দিয়ে গা ঘেঁষে ঘেঁষে যাচ্ছ, সেটা তো কাম্য নয়। ইট ইজ নট, ইজ ইট ওয়ান্টেড? বলো, তুমি একটা ঘেঁষে ঘেঁষে দেওয়াল ঘেঁষে ঘেঁষে যাচ্ছ, ঘরের ভেতর দিয়ে হাঁটছো, ইজ ইট এ গুড থিং টু প্ল্যান? ইজ ইট এ গুড প্ল্যান? আবার তুমি একটা জায়গা আবার 10 ফুট জায়গা দিয়ে দিয়েছো তাকে মুভমেন্ট করার জন্য, দ্যাট ইজ অলসো নট ওয়ান্টেড, ইজ ইট নট? সো হোয়াট উইল বি দি অপটিমাম এরিয়া? What will be the optimum area?
Sir, 11 foot by 13 foot.
when you are moving, you see just walking, একটা কোনো জায়গায় walk করছো, when you are moving just, पैदल में जा रहा है, कोई रास्ते पे जा रहा है, कोई घर पे घूम रहा है, कितना जगह का जरूरत है? तुम्हारा जो साइज है, तुम्हारा जो width है, और थोड़ा सा गैप, so it is almost
1.5 feet.
no, lengthwise I'm talking about the width I'm talking. I'm talking of the चौड़ा, कितना चौड़ा का जरूरत है, so that you can move.
1.5 feet near about
5 feet का जरूरत है, 5 feet तुम्हारा साइज
1.5
है,
sir, 1.5.
1.5 तो बहुत है, 5 फुट का जाएगा का जरूरत है घूमने के लिए। मैंने क्या बोला है ऐसे, बरामदा के लिए तुम्हारा विड्थ का जरूरत है 1 मीटर मिनिमम। क्यों 1 मीटर? वही तो है मूवमेंट के लिए। अगर तुम घूमो ऐसे कि तुम लोग जो है स्टूडेंट, इसमें कोई खिलाड़ी कोई है, कोई क्रिकेटर कोई है, क्रिकेट खेलता है कोई है ऐसे, जब गेंद फेंकते हैं, जब होता है, तुम जब बॉलिंग आर्म जब देता है तो कितना घूम सकाते हैं, कितना घूम सकते हैं, वही साइज है तुम्हारा जब मूवमेंट के लिए। तो जितना मूवमेंट तुम करोगे वो मूवमेंट का मिनिमम साइज है 600 मिलीमीटर। 600, 2 फुट का जरूरत है। तो 2 फुट का जब जरूरत है, 2 फुट के साथ तुमको थोड़ा सा क्लियरेंस देना चाहिए। सो मैक्सिमम यू हैव टू प्रोवाइड 3 feet, that means 1 meter. 1 meter का भी जरूरत नहीं है, 750 millimeter. I just told you that in your bathroom area, in bathroom doors, you can make a width of 750. Why I have said 750? Because of that movement, so that you can enter. Understand? So इसीलिए तुमको दिमाग से लगाना पड़ेगा जो what should be the size? What should be the size of doors, windows and room size? Accordingly it has been made. So ये है size का बारे में, and placing of your doors and window according to your choice, according to your intelligence, that in which point you should make. I know that in many places that some doors and windows are placed in such a way that it is almost everybody can see. So this should not be wanted. So you have to see, and also you have to know the air. हम लोग बंगाली का आदमी का उतना ज्ञान नहीं है, वो लोग चाहता भी नहीं है, वो लोग उतना ये नहीं है, लेकिन जो नॉन बंगाली है, स्पेशली जो मारवाड़ी पीपल है, एनीबॉडी इज कमिंग फ्रॉम मारवाड़ी संप्रदाय, अग्रवाल, जैन, ये सब संप्रदाय से कोई है तुम्हारा स्टूडेंट? कोई स्टूडेंट है मारवाड़ी स्टूडेंट?
नो सर,
नहीं है। तो दे एक्चुअली वांट वास्तु तंत्र. So they want Vastu Vidya. When they purchase some flats or house, they first see that whether Vastu, according to Vastu, it has been made, the plan has been made or not. Why? Because you see that even if you just give your free of cost flats, even if you give free of cost, they will not take it, because you see they first see whether the building has been constructed according to Vastu or not. So whether the placing of bathroom, placing of windows, placing of kitchen, placing of bedroom, all these things we are not maintaining here, but Professor Konyogi already told that you should make some kind of direction, southeast, east, north, all these things. It is not, sometimes it's not possible. Your plot is such that you cannot put according to the ideal locations. It is not possible sometimes. So you have to compromise. But you should at least know that circulation space and where to be located. So in this way, planning should be done. So since your subject is building planning also, so when you are putting your rooms, when you are putting your kitchen, when you are putting common space, bathroom, toilet, etc., veranda, you should also maintain the direction and proper size and circulation area, keep it more or less okay. So this up to this, I think now I am just telling you before ending, I am just telling that how will now draw your plan. I have said that first you take a graph sheet, because in this lockdown period, I think many of you cannot collect your drawing sheets and others, but at least a graph sheet you can make. Graph sheets are millimeter graphs. So every millimeter size, small millimeter size is 100 millimeter width. So you can make it. So one small division is 100 millimeter accordingly. So, and make it 200 or 250 if it is a modular, if it is a traditional beams, 250 size. then you can take 2 divisions and one half division. So 2.5 division will be your proper A. And for partition wall, you will take 1 small division and some half portion. Now it is difficult that the exact dimension getting is very difficult. So if it is slightly small or less, there is no harm. So you just make it, first you take a center line. I would suggest you make it a center line. First you just calculate the dimensions. Dimensions should be either by making your diagonals or cross check of total vertical direction, total horizontal directions must be equal. So in one side, if you just go in the right hand side or say left hand side, then you should make it clear properly. You must check that whether dimension is okay or not. So when you are coming from the right hand side to left hand side, suppose 13 meter is your total horizontal distance, horizontal width. Then again you go from the left hand side to right hand side, taking all the dimension, just check it whether this is telling or not. If it is not telling, you just check it and then accordingly you have to move it. You have to say. Similarly, in the vertical direction, depth dimension, you should also check. So this is your first task. Checking of your dimensions, total dimensions, plot wise. Then you make in the graph paper, you just make the center line of all the walls. And then you make accordingly. It is better if it cannot be shown here. So it is better if you can put continuous horizontal line and continuous vertical line, making with your dimensions clear. Then it is better that in one exercise you can make all the boundary points, all the boundary lines. You can get it from a single line, some check lines or construction lines. Okay, or pivoting lines. You can make a pivot lines. From the pivot lines, you can make by taking the offsets. Say 1 meter, after 1 meter, say 1 meter, another 1 meter, then send 2.5 meter, 3 meter. So in this way, all horizontal line you can put a point. Similarly, in the vertical direction also, you make similar way. 1 meter, 1.2.5 meter, the wall center line. So once we make the all wall center line, you just make it 250 width or 200 width, and then you can frame the total rooms according to your direction given. So these plans you make it ready, and then we will tell you that to whom you will submit it through your mail. You can make a scan copy through your smartphone, scan copy, Adobe scans copy, and then you can submit it to either by WhatsApp or you can submit it through your mail. Mail will be the better because it will be recorded, and accordingly you will submit it. This once the plan is ready, then rest of the thing will be easier one. Only one problem will be there, that is called staircases. So I do not know whether you can come in the university for taking some offline classes or not. That I cannot tell immediately. But if it is there, then I think it could have been better for drawing your staircase. Staircase is difficult to make you understand. But otherwise, if you can come down to your to our university, somebody, I can explain that how you can make it, or any teacher can explain the staircase drawing. Otherwise, plan elevation, there should not be any problem. Even the floor plans and other door window schedules, everything is not, I think it should not be difficult one. But I think the plan you can do it in your graph sheet and submit to us. Now you just tell me if any question is there from my side. Please tell if any question is there, you can tell me. और यदि कोनो क्वेश्चन থাকে, किसी का कोई सवाल है, कोई शौक है, कोई क्वेश्चन है, प्रश्न है, प्लीज बताइए. Otherwise, I am expecting in the next class, or I will just discuss with madam and others that when you can submit the first assignment, that is only this plan portion, the ground floor plan in a graph sheet. বলো
স্যার যে প্ল্যানটা সাবমিট করতে হবে আমাদের, ওটার কি মানে ওই ডিফারেন্ট ভিউতে যেমন স্যার দেখাচ্ছিলেন?
না অনলি প্ল্যান মানে উপর থেকে দেখছো, তোমরা তো ফার্স্ট ইয়ারে ড্রয়িং করেছো,
স্যার অনলি ফ্লোর,
অনলি টপ ভিউ থেকে যেটা, তাই তো?
কি বলছো বুঝতে পারছি না, কি একটা লেখা দেখালো, ঠিক ধরতে পারলাম না কি লেখা.
স্যার অনলি ফ্লোর করব আমরা,
খালি টপ ভিউ, খালি টপ ভিউ. আর কিছু না আপাতত।
টপ ভিউ তোমরা কি বলেছো, ফার্স্ট অ্যাঙ্গেল প্রজেকশন করেছো তো?
না স্যার করিনি।
কি করো, ফার্স্ট অ্যাঙ্গেল থার্ড অ্যাঙ্গেল প্রজেকশন করোনি? এ হয় নাকি?
স্যার লকডাউন
হয়নি।
তোমরা
সব
কি
class
drawing
করে।
শিখে আমি তো কিছু জানি না ভাই, আমি তো
হয়নি আমাদের।
স্যার আমরা শুধু ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং লেটারিংটা শিখেছি।
তাহলে অবস্থা খুব খারাপ আছে, আর কিছু বলার নেই আমার।
ইডির
তাহলে
ক্লাসই তো হয়নি স্যার।
আপনাদের ক্লাস নেব না তাহলে।
যেটা দেখাচ্ছি সেটা দেখো।
তোমরা যদি
আমাদের ক্লাসগুলো হয়নি।
ডেভেলপমেন্ট প্ল্যান করেছো, ইন্টারসেকশন ডেভেলপমেন্ট প্ল্যান এসব করেছো?
নো স্যার।
না স্যার
আর বলছি ওদের অনেকের হয়তো নেট শেষ হয়ে যাচ্ছে,
আমাদের কিছুই হয়নি ক্লাসে।
ফাইনালি ওদেরকে বলে এবার কনক্লুড করে দিলে হয়।
আমি তো কনক্লুড করতেই চাইছি রে ভাই, ওরা তো বলছে টপ ভিউ কি সেটাই বুঝতে পারছে না, ফার্স্ট অ্যাঙ্গেল থার্ড অ্যাঙ্গেল এটি বুঝতে পারছে না।
এডিএন স্যার যখন
যেটা-
ছবিটা
যেটা-
দেখে যদি
যেটা
বলে দেন,
দেখাচ্ছি সেই
এডিএন স্যার ছবিটা দেখে
ছবিটা-
একবার উনি বলে দিন।
স্যার যেটা শর্ট দেখে শর্টে, আর বেশিক্ষণ টাইম নেই আমাদের, 5 মিনিটের মধ্যে আমরা শেষ করব। যদি আর কোনো কোশ্চেন থাকে তোমরা বলো, আমি বলছি বা বাট এটা জাস্ট দেখো। ওকে, গ্রাফ শিটে এই যে ড্রয়িংটা হয়েছে আমি তো দেখাতে পারছি না, এই যে গ্রাফ শিটে এখানে যে ড্রয়িংটা হয়েছে এখানে দেখো সিঙ্গেল লাইন দেওয়া আছে। এবার এই সিঙ্গেল লাইন থেকে ডবল লাইন করতে হবে। আমি কি বলেছিলাম যে তুমি একটা যে চেক লাইন করো, একটা ভার্টিক্যাল লাইন, যে কোনো একটা জায়গা থেকে একটা ভার্টিক্যাল লাইন ড্র করলে, এবার ভার্টিক্যাল লাইন থেকে তুমি ডাইমেনশন গুলোকে বার করে নিলে এক একটা। এখানে যেমন প্রথম ডাইমেনশনটা আছে 3.5 মিটার, তারপরে আছে দেখো 1.4, 1.4, তারপরে আছে 3.5। আমি ঠিক বলছি না ভুল বলছি বুঝতে পারছি না, ড্রয়িং ভালো করে দেখতে পাচ্ছি না, এটা কি গন্ডগোল হয়ে গেছে। আচ্ছা যাই হোক, এইখানে দেখো এইখানে ডাইমেনশন আছে, এইটা ধরো চেক লাইন, এইটাকে এই যে লাস্ট লাইনটা বাউন্ডারি লাইন, দিস ইজ চেক লাইন। এইখান থেকে তুমি ডাইমেনশন নেবে। দেখো প্রথম লাইনটা কত থেকে আছে বলো তো, ফার্স্ট পয়েন্টটা কোথা থেকে স্টার্ট হচ্ছে, সেন্টার লাইন 1300 প্লাস 100, 1400 এ তোমার এখানে সেন্টার লাইন পড়লো। তারপরে সেন্টার লাইনটা কত পড়বে, 4050 প্লাস 100, সেইখানে পড়বে সেন্টার লাইন। এইরকম করে করে একটা দিকে তুমি নিয়ে গেলে, তাহলে প্রত্যেকটা পয়েন্টে প্রত্যেকটা রুমের বাউন্ডারিতে তোমার সেন্টার লাইনটা হয়ে গেল। এবার এদিকে এসো, এটা গেল ভার্টিক্যালি নেওয়া। এবার হরিজন্টালি এসো, এবার এখান থেকে একটা হরিজন্টাল লাইন নিয়ে যাও। হরিজন্টাল লাইন থেকে তুমি কি করতে পারো, প্রথমে ড্রয়িংটা এখান থেকে স্টার্ট করো। এইটা হচ্ছে কত, এটা হচ্ছে তোমার এখানে যা অফসেট দেওয়া আছে 1300 দেওয়া আছে, 1300 সঙ্গে 100, তারপরে এইখানকার ভেতরের ডাইমেনশনটা এসো, আবার 100 এসো, আবার এখানে এসো। তুমি এখানে প্রত্যেকটা এখানে একটা পয়েন্ট পাবে, এখানে একটা পয়েন্ট পাবে, এখানে একটা পয়েন্ট পাবে, প্রত্যেকটা জায়গায় বাউন্ডারিতে তুমি পয়েন্টগুলো পেয়ে গেলে। এবার বাউন্ডারি পয়েন্ট থেকে তুমি হালকা করে একটা সেন্টার লাইন যেমন করে টানে, সেই সেন্টার লাইন যেটাকে চেন লাইনের মতন সেটাকে টানলে করে সেন্টার লাইন পেয়ে গেলে। এবার সেন্টার লাইন থেকে তুমি দুধারে এখান থেকে দুপাশে তুমি অফসেট নিয়ে 250, 200 হোয়াট এভার ইউ ক্যান সি, ইউ জাস্ট মেক ইট অ্যাকর্ডিংলি করলে তোমার পুরো প্ল্যানটা চলে আসবে। তারপরে ইউ হ্যাভ টু প্লেস ইউর ডোরস অ্যান্ড উইন্ডো। এনি কোয়েশ্চেন ফ্রম দ্যাট? বলো, কোনো কোয়েশ্চেন নেই? অরূপ,
বলুন।
তাহলে ওদের কোনো কোশ্চেন যদি না থাকে, তুমি যদি কিছু বলার থাকে, শ্রেয়সীর যদি কিছু বলার থাকে,
কিছু বলার নেই। এবারে ইন্ডিভিজুয়ালি জিজ্ঞেস করলে উত্তর দেওয়া হবে, বা একটা হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ গ্রুপের মধ্যে প্রশ্ন করো, we will answer to that.
So if you understand, then one thing you see এখন যদি তোমরা বলো যে না I do not know projection line, I do not know any lines, তাহলে আমাদের কিছু করার নেই, তাহলে তোমাদের এসে অফলাইনে শিখতে হবে। আমার এত ক্ষমতা নেই তোমাদের ইন্ডিভিজুয়ালি তোমাদের সকলকে একটা করে লাইন শেখাতে হবে। আমি শুধু তোমাদের বলছি, স্যার একটা প্ল্যান দিয়ে দিচ্ছেন, সিঙ্গেল লাইন প্ল্যান। ফ্রম দি সিঙ্গেল লাইন প্ল্যান ইউ হ্যাভ টু ড্র দি ডাবল লাইন room size and all this like this. This is your standard diagram for plan. So this standard plan diagram you have to draw now. এইটা তো এক্স্যাক্টলি বলে দেওয়া নেই, এটা গাইডলাইন্স। এইবার এই গাইডলাইন্স থেকে তোমাদের ড্র করতে হবে। তা শ্রেয়সী ম্যাম তোমাদের প্রবলেম দিয়ে দেবেন, প্রবলেমটা থেকে তোমরা সবারই একই প্রবলেম, তোমাদের কিছু গাইডলাইন্স দিয়ে দেবেন। ইউ হ্যাভ টু নাও ড্র। কিভাবে ড্র করবে তার যদি ইনিশিয়াল প্ল্যানটা আমরা বলছি যে ইউ হ্যাভ টু ড্র ইন এ গ্রাফ শিট, বিকজ দি গ্রাফ শিট স্কেল ইজ দেয়ার। আদারওয়াইজ আই এম সাজেস্টিং ইউ পারচেস ওয়ান কার্ডবোর্ড স্কেল তোমরা কিনে
পাবে
নেবে
না
একটা।
স্যার, পাবে না ওরা, মানে এমনি স্কেল দিয়ে করতে হবে, মানে সবাই তো পাবে না।
কার্ডবোর্ড স্কেল থাকলে বেটার হতো, তাহলে তোমাদের কার্ডবোর্ড স্কেল বা ট্রায়াঙ্গুলার স্কেল এগুলো পেলে ভালো হতো।
এমনি মিলিমিটার স্কেল দিয়ে করো।
হ্যাঁ, মিলিমিটার স্কেল দিয়ে তোমরা প্ল্যানটা আগে আঁকো বাবা, আঁকলে হ্যাঁ তুমি ড্র করো।
50 কিংবা 1:100 কোন একটা স্কেল।
अच्छा, किसी का शौक है, किसी का कोई डाउट है फॉर ड्राइंग द प्लान, जस्ट टेल मी। আর বেশিক্ষণ টাইম দেবো না, জাস্ট ইউ টেল মি দ্যাট ইফ দেয়ার ইজ এনি ডাউট ইন ইউর প্ল্যান, ড্রয়িং প্ল্যান।
So scale টা কত নেব বললে?
1:100, 1:100, ওই তো করা আছে 1:100. All plans will be 1:100 and all plans and elevation will be up to sectional elevation. Sectional elevation.
So মানে
আচ্ছা, elevation and sectional elevation এর ডিফারেন্স জানো তোমরা কি? Elevation and sectional elevation?
স্যার ওটা পরে বললেই হয়, ওদেরকে আপাতত প্ল্যানের ব্যাপারটা বলে
প্ল্যানটা তোমরা 1:100 এ করবে, প্ল্যানটা তোমরা 1:100 এ করবে, ফ্লোর প্ল্যান আর গ্রাউন্ড ফ্লোর প্ল্যান ইউ উইল ড্র 1:100.
জাস্ট আ মিনিট, মানে ঘটনাটা হচ্ছে যে if you use your common scale, in that case 1:100 means 1 centimeter is 1 meter. Take wall thickness as 200 millimeter, that means 2 millimeter. পরে ছবিটা এঁকে ফেলো। ওকে,
স্যার ডাইমেনশন গুলো কি মিলিমিটারে হবে নাকি না মিটারে?
না না না, ডাইমেনশন তুমি যখন লিখছো তখন তো মিটারেই লিখবে, কিন্তু মানে while you are drawing তখন আচ্ছা এখানে আমার ডাইমেনশন গুলো মানে মিটারে তো লেখা আছে, আসলে ঘটনাটা মিলিমিটারেই লেখা হয়। সরি,
তোমরা শোনো, তোমরা
এখানে যেটা আছে
এইটা হচ্ছে কারেক্ট থিং, এটা হচ্ছে স্ট্যান্ডার্ড ওয়ান।
দিস ইজ ইন মিলিমিটারস। আগের ছবিটা তাড়াহুড়ো করা, ওটা মানে ঠিক না, কিন্তু মানে এটা দিস ইজ নেটলি ড্রন।
এইখানে দেখো ওয়াল থিকনেস গুলো 200 দেওয়া আছে, অল ওয়াল থিকনেস আর 200 আর 100 হচ্ছে পার্টিশন ওয়াল।
এবারে তুমি মানে এমনি কমন স্কেল যেটা হচ্ছে তাতে 1 সেন্টিমিটার মিন্স 1 মিটার and 2 millimeter means 200 wall thickness, সেইটা করে you draw your this thing plan.
স্যার আমরা কোন প্ল্যানটা আঁকবো, এইটা না আগেরটা?
তোমাদের দেয়া হবে,
কোনটাই না, তোমাকে তোমার জন্য
এগুলো হচ্ছে বোঝাবার জন্য।
এটা তো
তোমাদের প্রবলেম শিট দেওয়া হবে, তোমাদের পিডিএফ করে প্রবলেম শিট আমরা দিয়ে দিচ্ছি, ঠিক আছে? সেই প্রবলেমটা স্যার
মানে একটা জমির ডাইমেনশন দিয়ে দেওয়া হবে, এবারে এই যে অফসেট যেগুলো রয়েছে এই অফসেট গুলো নিয়ে তুমি আঁকতে আরম্ভ করো। মানে 1.2 ক্লিয়ার থাকা উচিত ডাইনে বায়ে, সামনেও আর পেছনে 3 মিটার। তো সেইটুকু ভেতরে একটা মানে 90 নিলে যে দ্যাট ইজ ইউর বিল্ট আপ এরিয়া, ওই বিল্ট আপ এরিয়ার মধ্যে তুমি যা বানাবে। আর ওই মিনিমাম ডাইমেনশন গুলো এই লেকচারের মধ্যে, সো ইউ ক্যান অ্যাডপ্ট দোজ মিনিমাম ডাইমেনশনস, সেগুলোকে ইউ ক্যান ব্লো আপ, যদি দরকার হয় তুমি এনলার্জ করতে পারো ইফ ইউর স্পেস পারমিটস।
হ্যাঁ স্যার, আমরা তো ওদের প্রবলেম শিটে ওদের একটা ডাইমেনশন দিয়ে দিচ্ছিলাম, লাইন ডায়াগ্রামের ডাইমেনশন গুলো তো আমরা দিয়ে দিচ্ছি।
তাহলে তো কোনো প্রবলেম নেই, তাহলে তো কোনো অসুবিধা নেই। কিন্তু মানে ইন এ লাইন ডায়াগ্রাম যদি তোমার কোনো ডাইমেনশন দেওয়া থাকে, দ্যাট ইজ ইনসাইড ডাইমেনশন অফ এ রুম, তো তার বাইরে দেয়ার উইল বি ওয়ালস।
আচ্ছা, ইনসাইড দেওয়া ছিল না সেন্টার লাইন দেওয়া ছিল?
হ্যাঁ, না
সেন্টার লাইন ডাইমেনশন কি দেওয়া ছিল শ্রেয়সী?
সেটা ওখানে কিছু লেখা ছিল না, আমরা এর আগে যখন করেছিলাম তখন সেন্টার লাইন ধরেছিলাম, তাতে ওদের একটু ভগ্নাংশ আসছিল। ভগ্নাংশ মানে কি ওই কয়েক মিলিমিটারের এদিক ওদিক আসছিল,
ওটাকে করে নেবে, ওটাকে অ্যাডজাস্ট করে নেবে।
যা হয় সেটা হচ্ছে যে ওই
ইনার সেন্টার লাইন অথবা ইনসাইড ডাইমেনশন। ওকে,
ইনার
মানে
ডাইমেনশন
সেটা এখনই পরিষ্কার করে নিলে ভালো, কোনটা নেবে ওরা, ইনসাইড ডাইমেনশন
প্রবলেম শিটে কি লেখা আছে?
মানে এখানে যেটা লেখা রয়েছে দিস আর ইনার ডাইমেনশনস,
ইনার ডাইমেনশন নেবে,
তাহলে
এটাই অ্যাপ্লিকেশন ড্রয়িং এ হয়। সো লাইন ডায়াগ্রামের ভিতরে যে ডাইমেনশন গুলো থাকবে সেগুলো হচ্ছে মানে ফ্রি স্পেস অ্যাভেলেবল, তো সরিয়ে মাঝখানে দেওয়াল দিয়ে দিতে হবে।
আচ্ছা, আমরা
তো লোড বিয়ারিং ওয়ালি তো নেওয়া হবে, মানে ওয়ালটা
লোড বিয়ারিং ওয়ালা।
আচ্ছা শোনো, আমরা তো অনেক কিছু বললাম। আচ্ছা, অন্য টিচাররাও তো কেউ আছেন, তাদের কি কোনো ইনপুট আছে? তাদের কিছু বলার আছে?
নাথিং।
মঙ্গলবার দিন ওদের ওই ক্লাস টাইমের মধ্যে একটা মিট করে
হ্যাঁ
ওরা ডাউট ক্লিয়ারিংটা করে নিতে পারে, আমরা সাবমিশনটা তারপরে নেব, কিন্তু ওদের ডাউট ক্লিয়ারিং করতে গিয়ে যা অসুবিধা হবে সেগুলো মঙ্গলবার আমরা আলোচনা করে নিতে পারি।
ঠিক আছে। তাহলে আজকের দিনে তোমাদের সকলকে থ্যাংক ইউ ভাই ফর কামিং ইনটু দি ক্লাস, বাট আই ডু নট নো কজন এখানে মানে সবাই এসেছিল কিনা, সবার অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স
ওই 100 বেশি তো ঢুকতে পারছে না।
ওটা অন্য জায়গায় এই হচ্ছে একটা প্রবলেম। রেকর্ড করে যদি ওদের দিতে পারো ভালো হয়, নো প্রবলেম। আজকের মতন তাহলে গুড ইভিনিং করে আমরা আস্তে আস্তে বেরিয়ে যেতে পারি।
গুড নাইট।